I was cleaning the office building late in the evening, long after most employees had gone home, when a meeting was still happening in the main conference room, voices loud enough to carry through the hallway. The floors were freshly polished, the lights still on, and the glass walls reflected people in expensive suits sitting comfortably around a large table, discussing numbers that felt far removed from my reality. I pushed my cleaning cart slowly past the room, mop in hand, trying to stay unnoticed like I always do, when I heard someone laugh and say, "Can someone tell the janitor not to clean so loudly?" The comment was followed by laughter, casual and effortless, the kind that comes from knowing you won't be challenged. Another voice added, "Relax. He probably doesn't understand what we're talking about anyway," and the laughter grew louder. I kept my eyes down and continued working, pretending I hadn't heard anything, pretending it didn't sting more than I wanted to admit. I've been a janitor for almost 8 years, working nights, weekends, holidays, cleaning offices that look brand new every morning as if no one ever touched them. People rarely notice the work, only the silence and cleanliness it leaves behind. Most of the time, they don't even notice me. They talk freely when you're around, assuming you're invisible, assuming your job defines how much you're allowed to understand. I've heard conversations about promotions, bonuses, vacations, and investments, all while emptying trash cans and wiping down tables, learning more about people than they ever realize. That night, as the meeting continued, someone inside the room looked at me through the glass and shook his head. He said, "Imagine spending your life doing that, loud enough for others to hear." My hands tightened around the mop handle, but I didn't stop. Because stopping would mean acknowledging them, and I had learned a long time ago that reacting only gives people more power. Still, the words stayed with me. I wondered, not for the first time, if this was how everyone saw me, just the janitor, just background noise in someone else's important life. I finished cleaning the hallway and was about to move on when the meeting ended and people started standing up, gathering their laptops and jackets. As they filed out of the conference room, one of them bumped into my cart and said, "Watch where you're going," without even looking at me. I quietly apologized even though I hadn't moved at all. Then something unexpected happened. One man remained seated inside the room. He stood up slowly and walked toward the door, his expression serious, his presence calm but commanding. He stopped in the doorway and said, "Actually, before anyone leaves, I want to address something." Everyone froze. He looked around the room and then pointed toward me. "This man you've been mocking all evening," he said. "Do you know who he is?" No one answered. He continued, "He's not just the janitor. He's the reason this building runs smoothly every day without you even thinking about it." The room went silent. Then he said something that made my heart stop. Before I became a senior partner here, I was a janitor too. People exchanged uncomfortable glances. He explained that he worked nights just like me, that he cleaned offices, bathrooms, hallways, and conference rooms while putting himself through school. He said, "This job taught me discipline, humility, and respect, things no title ever gave me." He looked directly at the people who had laughed earlier. "If any of you think honest work makes someone lesser, you don't belong on my team." No one spoke. He turned to me and said my name clearly, confidently, like it mattered. "Thank you for your work," he said. "You are respected here." I nodded, unable to say anything, my throat tight with emotion. As the employees quietly left the room, avoiding eye contact, I finished my shift like I always do. But I walked differently that night. I stood a little taller. I'm still a janitor. I still clean offices when no one is watching. But I no longer let anyone convince me that my work makes me invisible. If you've ever been judged, ignored, or mocked because of your job, remember this. Respect isn't earned by titles. It's revealed by how you treat people when you think no one important is watching.